the water came up and out of the banks. When you look at that football, what we're doing is looking for anything and everything. If you're just new to our channel, anything and everything that washes through city creeks, and you'd be amazed at some of the stuff we find. But then there's also times we don't find. Oh, that was probably the snake I've been looking for. There's other times we don't find anything. Last time I came here with my bride, and I don't remember if we found much or not. It's not the same without her. She has an eagle eye. Beautiful eagle eyes. So I guess it's just me and y'all. We'll see what's new and fresh. Once we get up here through this tunnel, then it kind of softens up a little bit, and maybe we'll find something amazing. What's the chance of one of y'all having a tea set like that? It's really hard to get stuff to stay in it, but if you turn it like that, you can really get a few sips. I keep dropping everything. I couldn't get in this grand pool, and neither one of us could last time, because we were just wearing our little short boots. But this time, we will go. Bicycle frame. This is an odd spot because it starts smelling like sewage in here in a minute. But the wind's at my back, so it's not as bad. I know you may not be able to see that, and it may be against my better judgment. I really want to know what kind of bicycle this is. I'm inside the tunnel. This thing's been here so long. It's got a lot of rust on it, and it's stuck so well. So we will never know what that bicycle says on it. I wanted to get it out, but it didn't happen. Last time we came in here, this was a massive deep hole, and we had to climb the edges. I think that was me anyway. You snug your glasses back up. And there it is. That's where the real journey begins. Oh, I smell the sewage now. Do you see it? Is a beautiful hose gun, isn't it? What's the chances of that bottle being of a wholeness? Slim to no. It is a knee-high bottle, if I'm not mistaken. N-E-H-I, knee-high. Pepsi, PepsiCo. Pretty neat though. I know I've started mentioning this in every video, or most of them, but I started doing Facebook Reels. It's little short clips of things I find in the creeks. They can only be 30-second longs, but it's like cheating on the videos. You kind of know it's there and you get to see it in advance. They go out a little sooner than the videos because the videos take a little more time because of the hours I put into editing. Y'all know that's not true. Man, that phone is there. See, I told you it's there. Eats an apple. I thought it was a phone. So if you want to get on Facebook, if you do Facebook, you can see my reels. I upload videos there too. Most of the videos I did, I backed up in my library and started putting out some of the old ones again. So if you missed them in the past and you want to have a blast, hurry up and go there really fast. How come all creek plates are made in England? That one says Royal Semi Porcelain, England. Maybe the English left all their plates here. But hey, if the English are good enough for Taylor Swift, they're good enough for me. I want to go to England. My brother-in-law lives in England. His wife is Russian. But they live in England. I want to go over there and get in the Thames River. I think it says river. I'm not sure. I wanted to go over there and mudlark with Nicola. And I was going to actually plan a trip to see if we could fly over and see my brother-in-law and spend some time with them, my bride and I, and then see if she'd take me mudlarking. But I sent her a message and she didn't seem too interested, but I understand. She's busy and popular and got a grown-up channel now, so no big deal. So I may just go over there sometime and just me and my bride and brother-in-law and his wife do it. I'm hoping we can find the most incredibly unique and rare bottle in the United States of the Americas. Sometimes it happens for other people, and that's cool. As long as you get to see it, it's cool. It's exciting even when other people find stuff. I just heard somebody talking. I mean, like really talking. And I'm in the middle of now here and there's nobody around me. It was like they were talking to me, but I can't find them. These are interesting to me. I don't know why. I guess because they're cool and round and shiny. And I always harvest. So, I have more than 3, I can guarantee you that. I'm not sure what's going on with this frog right here, but it has seen its better few minutes. Wouldn't you agree? Oh my goodness. It was probably hit in the head with a rock during the Great Flood of 2022. Tragic, but it died doing what it loved. Trisha Yearwood. No idea who that is. She's probably related to Natalie Yearwood. Let's keep moving. Let's see if that little Noxzema bottle is complete. And I think it is a beauty. What do you think? Noxzema, Avon, Maybelline. Remember that commercial they used to have? Maybe it's Dairy Queen. Pond's. Okay, it's good enough. Well, it appears we're up the creek without a paddle. I don't think the ants have made highways yet. That's good, because I always get covered in them when they do. Talladega bottling. That bottle traveled a long way from home, but it didn't wash there because people would buy drinks as they traveled, and then they would throw them out the window in the next town. That's my guess anyway. And I am a professional guesser. My bride's been out of town a few days. I have not had any interaction because the offspring are also out of town. I've not had any other action with any other human beings besides y'all. So please, comment. Tell me how bad you feel for me. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding about y'all commenting and telling me how bad you feel about me. Actually, I'm not kidding at all. They're really out of town. And here I go. Doing what I do worst. Walking up the creek in the city. It's only about 8 months till Christmas. So before too long, probably by next month, Walmart will have all their Christmas stuff up. Looking forward to that. There is a serious wrench in the season when there's Easter stuff, 4th of July stuff, Halloween stuff, Thanksgiving stuff, and Christmas stuff in the same room. One would think there would be a bottle in here. 2 might even consider it, but for sure, one would think. There's a bottle with a rock laying on it. I don't know why I'm supposed to put that rock on that bottle. It's actually just a piece of mud. It's probably the world's rarest bottle. I could be wrong, but that could have been. Look at that. That is a shame. That was a Hutch. Anniston Bottling Works, Anniston, Alabama. It washed out of there and it went right there. That is an absolute shame. Man, I don't even deserve it. Well, that's disappointing, but it's the first of only 3 Hutchinson bottles I've ever found in my whole life. Oops. That was a little back jarrer. Can you believe that? And it's broke. But it washed out of the bank, so there's a possibility there could be another one. There's a Coke right there. Not old. It's so not old. I don't want to read it. None of the. I don't know, it doesn't say anything I want it to say. It's amazing how the terrain and the creek has changed since that massive flood. This thing was full. Most likely full to the top. There's a bottle. That is a Pepsi. Ah, we need a Hutch. I've never been up here until now. That's a bird. Couldn't figure out what that animal was. It had wings and a beak, but I wasn't really sure. Okay, send up to this spot. Oh, I fell down in the mud. I managed to stay clean on this whole trip. I just crashed. Okay. It's weird how when you fall, you use all your muscles, like every one. So my dad went to the eye doctor the other day, and he went back. You know when you go to the eye doctor and you sit on this little tiny round stool, and you put your face in the binoculars and you say ABC 3PO and all that stuff, what you can see. The lady told him to sit on the stool, and he said, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't want to fall off of it. She said, no, that's fine. But my dad don't sit down like a lot of people. He plops down because he doesn't have a lot of strength in his legs or his arms. So he plops down. That's not old, that's not old, that's not old, that's not old. He plops down on a stool. You don't do that. He falls backwards out of the stool, lands on his rear end, busts a hole in the wall with his head, the sheetrock. And it took 3 people to get him up. I can't even begin to explain how mad it made me. Not mad, I mean, I felt bad for, I feel horrible for him. It's been a few days now. And he's in a lot of pain, his back and everything. Of course, because he crashed on his rear end. He's about I don't know, 215 maybe, 215 pounds. I can't pick him up by myself, believe me. Well, I have before, but I'm sore after I do it. We both get on the floor, I roll him over, try to do the old fireman carry pickup. But it was not cool. I mean, he told her, he said, I don't think that's a good idea. And I know he should have refused, but my dad's a pretty peaceful fella in his older age. Did I get your screen wet? No, something just splashed all over me. I'm trying to wash my leg off. So now his back's killing him. And he wants to see a chiropractor. So anyway, he still bothers me. I guess I thought about it when I just crashed down that hill. It's different when he falls. He really hurts himself. Okay, I'll stop whining about that. Let's look around up in here for bottles. I know what y'all are thinking. Call Goldberg, 800-600-6024. Is that the number? When Rune, my oldest son, was little and that commercial would come on TV, he would freeze, even when he was like walker size. Not Walker Texas Ranger, but walker size, like in a walker. He would freeze and look at the TV because he loved that little song so much. Something pretty good size just swam off this bank right here. Probably a turtle. I don't have a problem walking on this, but one day it's going to break and fall in there like the rest of it because it's nothing but that stuff. Then I'm going to be in the creek without a paddle. Speaking of in the creek, there was a lot of comments about, see, this is what this stuff is, look. It's just nothing. It's been dumped over the side. Looks like dumped from leftover concrete or something. There's a lot of comments in the video where we got ran out of a creek. One of my favorite new spots. It's getting hot. And everybody said, well, if you're in the water, nobody can do anything. Well, I don't know about everywhere. Look at that when we come back. It's old, but it's not that old. I don't know about everywhere, but Alabama law states, I smell barbecue. If it's navigable water, you can be in it. Even if it crosses through someone's front porch, that means you can float a boat in it under Alabama law. If you're walking in it like this, and you're walking through a creek in somebody's front yard, or any privately owned anything, you are trespassing if your feet are on the dirt. Believe me. I fought that battle once when I got out of the Navy. Till a deputy showed up. And then I read it and did all I could to understand. And it's true, that's the way it's written. Well, I guess if we're only going to really harvest one bottle, a broken Hutch is the way to go, right? And I think we're almost to the end of the journey, which is probably good because my battery's almost dead, as well as my attention span in this creek. But we can always push it to the limit. Like when you drive and see how far you can go before you run out of gas. There's a lot of bricks up there. I keep falling backwards. Yeah, this is where it gets really tight. So we'll look right here and then call it a hunt. Yeah, this is it. Nothing more to see here. Thanks for watching my videos.